What's going on, family? Broken Prophet here, and I am in the Burnt Church Cemetery near Lakeland, Georgia. Now, this cemetery was named Burnt Church because that's not the actual name of the location, but it was named Burnt Church because somewhere near the turn of the century, it was said that the townspeople were looking for a new school teacher, and a new school lady appeared out of nowhere. No one had seen her before in town. She was not from the area, evidenced by the way she dressed and the way she spoke. She was kind of refined for the old South, if you know what I mean. Well, because she was refined and seemed very worldly, well, she fit the bill for a new school teacher. And so they gave her the job. She got along well. The children adored her. But as legend says, the old blacksmith in town didn't really like her too much. And people thought he was just, being distrusting of outsiders, but he would always say he just didn't like the cut of her jib. Well, it turns out the old blacksmith was correct because one night people awoke in town and found their children missing. Specifically, four. 4 children from the 4 prominent families in town could not find their kids. So a search party was started, and they came to the church / schoolyard, multi-purpose building, They did not find the teacher, did not find the kids, but they heard chanting coming out of those woods. So they went into the woods, and what they found was described as the school teacher leading the children in what they thought was satanic practices, witchcraft. They were appalled. They were aghast, okay? A chase literally ensued with the townspeople chasing the teacher and the children following her. They all ran into the church building, the schoolhouse. I don't know if y'all can see, but they all ran to the church house. There it is behind me. The children were heard still chanting, snarling, the school teacher speaking in an unknown language. The townspeople were so afraid they set the entire building on fire. School teacher and children inside. That's why it's called Burnt Church. Well, afterwards, aghast at what they had done, they decided to still bury their children and the school teacher here in the town cemetery. But because she had led the school children astray and into witchcraft, they buried the children with the teacher. And that's where I am right now. The children's graves were unmarked. Just small wooden placeholders. One has been knocked down. Small wooden placeholders. The teacher, who's never been named, was given an unmarked grave. Her grave was simply, at the time, it's gotten shorter, at the time, a 4-foot high pile of bricks. And this is where the story gets weirder. Because legend says that anyone who takes a brick from that pile themselves will perish inexplicably in a fire. And if they don't perish, fire seems to follow them around. They have all types of mishaps. They have, they've lost themselves, or they've lost a lot of cars and car fires, house fires, the fire seems to follow them around. Okay, come on down to Hoodoo Central. I'll bring y'all in here. I did not intend on actually filming, so I have my own little ritual to do so I can get out of here safely. But I will say it is a very ominous and quiet cemetery. I'm being attacked by bugs. That's normal for the South, but also it's just very eerie. Almost as if the sound of voices. It's here. Prophet out. Here's actual Burnt Church. Okay. Now, obviously, the light fixtures and the air conditioner are not period. They were clearly added afterwards. But this is the scene of the fire. And I will try to gain entrance. once you guys come down.